1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of IEM Besties. Today we have a very, very, very special guest that we're so excited. He's finally here. He finally made it. We literally flew him in
all the way
from wherever he lives.
Like down the street. I got like a little helicopter from there to here.
Jet.
We got a little jet.
Yeah,
y'all, I'm
like,
so excited to be here.
The one, the only Louie, the baddest perra, was good.
So hide your fucking hombres, and if they're watching this with you,
Check his wiener.
I'm like, here to DM me. Oh, thank you girls for having me. I'm so excited.
No, thank you for coming on. I do want to start because I was shocked to my core. Do you mind saying your age? Do you mind if I say your age?
Yeah.
Well, he's 25.
Well, I'm about to turn 25.
About to turn 25.
God,
that is crazy to me.
Damn.
Because you are so young and you started this so long ago. How long have you been in the industry now?
I feel like I started taking it serious in 2017, so I was like about 17.
Wow.
So it's been a while. I know. When I think about it, I'm like...
Wait, you were born 1999?
I was born in
2000?
1991.
I'm like,
she's like, the math isn't bad.
My brain over like
No,
it was
I'm
like,
99.
I had to think about it because I majored in like political science, not in math. So I was
you were like,
carry the one.
I know, I saw you were like looking at it for a second.
Right.
No, I'm 99. I'm literally like just made it.
guys, the world was gonna
90s.
end, but Louie was born.
I'm all like the chosen one. Yeah, I'm 99. I'm turning 25 in August. I'm a Leo. Yeah, I'm excited to turn 25 though. I feel like it's gonna be a new era. Right, everything goes like bad.
No.
Go with.
Your full frontal cortex is finally going to be developed.
I've literally heard like that's a thing.
It's real. It's
Right?
real. Are you
It's
25?
real.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm 27.
Oh shit, my bad, bitch. I don't know why I thought you were
COVID's
23.
still like 2 years.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm almost his
technically.
age.
Real girl math. No, but literally like age is a fucking trip to me. Like always. I feel like I don't even really ask people what their age is because I'm so used to like what their energy gives me. So that's why right now, like for example, you told me your age and I was like, dude, I swear I thought you were like 24. Same thing. You just said you're 27. Same thing. I thought like 24.
He saw these bitches are too dumb. Ain't no way that frontal lobe developed.
I'm like a year before.
Yeah, he's like, not quite 25 like you.
No, but I feel like I really go off of like vibes and
Yeah.
energy. And I feel like every time I see you girls out, because I feel like that's kind of where we always cross paths. You girls are always like energetic. You're always like in a good mood. You're always there to like have fun. But you're still very like composed.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, like since you're still out here like partying, having fun, I feel like you girls just gave me that energy, like 24, maybe
Thank you.
25.
It's the best compliment literally that you could ever give me. Like for real. I want to be young, but I have met, I think it's because as you get older, like especially like now that I'm pushing 30, that
Bitch, relax. I swear,
Bitch,
bitch
I'm
is
like
like 2 years away. Like,
Yeah, they're like 5
like
years.
around the corner.
I'm all guys.
Oh.
My brother used to tell my parents, ya están más pa allá que pa acá. And that's how I feel right now. No, literally. But it's true because when I was like 23, I would see people who were 28 and I'd be like, damn, these old bitches.
Yeah, no, and then I feel like, or maybe it's just because we're getting a little older, all right? But when I was like 19, 21, I was hanging out with a lot of like my friends. They were like 27, 28. And then I was like, oh shit, they're like about to hit 30. And I would see it as like a big thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, wait, I'm about to turn 25. And now I'm looking at 30. And like, for example, my sister, she's like a little bit older than me. So she's about to get to her 30s. And I'm like, wait, I'll be fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I always associated like 30s, like, bitch, you're already like grown up. You have like 10
old,
kids. And
yeah.
like, you need a baston and shit. But then I'm like, wait, no, like, I mean, I'm about to turn
That's not
25. I feel amazing.
But it's just, I think it's just because of our parents, you know? Like when my mom was fucking almost 30, she was about to have her third kid.
Yeah.
Their kids were already grown.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
right. Because we're kind of comparing it to...
Right. That was like our point of
right.
reference of like, when was my mom 30? What was she doing? Like this bitch was doing more than me, I'll tell you that. But
Literally, huh? Wait, that's probably why our perception of age is a little
And I
fucked up.
think to the media, right? Didn't they say like when you're 30, life's over, you gotta be in love, right?
You should be married. You should already be like done with all your like hobbies and shit.
No, and I feel like that's so false because studies prove that people are now getting married later and are having babies later in life. So I feel like 30s is really gonna be the new 20s. Hey,
Yeah.
us because we're getting
I
closer.
know. Because we're going that way.
Every
We're
year we
like-
get 40. I'm like, well, 30, 40's the new 30.
Everybody's listening to us like all delusional. They're like,
hey, they're all
pobrecitos.
21. Like, oh, los viejitos.
For real. Stop. That's fucking funny. I'm
But a
dead.
lot of it too is like on TV, like high schoolers, motherfuckers look like
Grown
they
as
were
shit.
30 and shit. And
They were, bitch.
No,
They
no,
were.
yeah. Like we could still
Actually.
play high schoolers. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
technically.
On
TV.
Euphoria.
Yeah.
On
Wait, that's true.
Yeah.
Literally, huh? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
I'm
but
Zendaya's age, you know, whatever.
Yeah. What,
She's.
are we?
Oh
Yeah.
wait, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Just us. Something like.
Sickening. I love that.
Yeah, still more, you know, let's not talk about it because she's
Yeah.
up there. She's something else.
we're not here to compare. We're just
Yeah,
here
yeah,
to say, you know, we're in a line.
Beauty
We're
wise, you know,
like-
we're the same.
Yeah. Like,
We're in the same little age group.
yeah, you know us, yeah.
How do you feel like the industry has changed, like from when you started to like how you see it now?
Well, I want to say I definitely see, and it makes me so happy to see so many more like Latinos in like the creator space. It makes me so happy, especially I feel like TikTok really helped push that out there, because it was super common where I would go to like a lot of events, special events, and you wouldn't. I would always see a lot of like white people,
Yeah.
and I never felt like super. I don't know. I just feel like there wasn't much I could relate to. I just feel like, well, obviously, like being Mexican, I push a lot of that, like my music, like what I like to eat, like everything, just like from our culture, you know? So I feel like being at a lot of these events, I always felt, I was like, well, what am I going to talk to them about? Like, it's just, I don't know. I always felt like,
How are we gonna connect?
yeah, because even just with like other Latinos, something as easy as like our Spanglish.
Yeah.
Something as like little words, or even if they're not fluent in like Spanish, like just little words, like you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm referring to, so it makes it so much easier. But I think that's one of the biggest things that I've noticed, a lot more Latinos in the creator space, which makes me super happy.
Yeah.
But another thing, like one of the negatives that I've seen is I feel like social media is very sensitive now, like very, 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 very sensitive. Where like back then, I kid you not, I could just post like anything and I wouldn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
But now it could be something so like simple and I'll overthink the fuck out of it.
Yeah. And
And
you
I'm like,
know someone's gonna comment some bullshit on it.
Yeah, and I feel like that ruined a lot of the fun for it, because like a lot of people are like super sensitive and will take offense to things.
Yeah.
And especially with me, a lot of the stuff that I try to push is like comedy.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody's like, how would you say it? Like what everybody finds funny isn't like the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I think? Honestly, I started really thinking about this because I feel like, you know, we're growing our platform. And I feel like how I've seen it is that we've become so inclusive that now you have to be so inclusive in all the jokes, right? Like
You're
your
right.
jokes, you have to say, oh, haha, blonde bitches are dumb as fuck. And someone will be like, well, what about the ones that dyed their hair
Yeah,
blonde?
yeah,
Are
it's
they
like
dumb
dissected.
as fuck? And you're just like,
Yeah.
You're like, great.
you're like blonde bimbos. Like, what if you guys
Yeah.
don't
You're
remember
just
like
like-
the cultural reference?
Yeah.
Now it's like,
Yeah.
how do we expand that reference so it's inclusive of everybody? But
Yeah.
it's just like, not everybody is everybody,
Yeah.
you know? And I just think that that's it. It's just like, people will be like that. Like, oh, if you say, oh, single mothers. Well, what about the single mothers who can't do? And it's just like, what if I wasn't even talking about those single mothers?
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah,
be
it's
like
just-
super specific so that people don't try to see where they fit in or who you left out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like, especially with me, like I would do a lot of like videos that were like, you know, like comedy. And I feel like when people started taking like certain things a little bit more offensive, it took the funniness away from it. And then having to explain a joke just makes it feel so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
So like one thing as simple as like, so before, I don't really say it as much anymore, but I feel like a key word in all of my videos was always stupidas.
Yeah.
It was like such a thing that I love to say and incorporate. And I got the word like stupidas, or like estúpida from like novelas. It was always like
Right,
such
yeah.
a used word. So people like will be all dramatic, like estúpida, and would
Yeah.
like slap each other, whatever. So I always thought it was fucking funny. So I would say like stupidas. But I remember when I started like recently, I started getting like shit for it, where like, I remember I saw a comment that was like, oh fuck, how was it? But it was basically saying like, oh my God, how the fuck do you guys, or why the fuck do you guys let him call you all stupid? And I was like,
my
what?
Oh my god.
Like it has not given it, but like it was like a comment of somebody like full on just frustrated, being like the way, something like that, the way you guys just let him call you stupid. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
I
just
was
because
like,
your homegirls call you bad bitch, don't make you that either, bitch.
Huh?
Like, don't
Literally,
always
huh?
apply it to you.
Yeah, like for me it was just like almost for me like saying like bitch, but it's
Right.
like stupida, but like just like
Yeah.
a slang.
It's like, ¿qué onda,
Right.
perra?
Yeah, it's like
Right.
very that. But
Right.
people were just taking it like, and it was a comment that I started seeing a lot more often. Like, like me calling my viewers stupid, and I was like, girl, y'all just really taking the funny or fun out of anything.
Take the fun out of everything.
Yeah, so it kind of just ruined that little thing for me. But yeah, and then I'll see people like bring up a lot of my old videos in the past, and they'll just be like, oh my god, like I miss like these kind of videos, like how funny you were, and I'm like, well, I do too, but a lot of those jokes, I feel like if I were to say something like that now, people would just be like, get mad.
Yeah.
Because I used to make a lot of videos too, like in my wigs and like just talking shit to the camera.
Yeah.
Like funny, but then I feel like some people would actually think that I'm probably cussing them out or something, you know? So I was like,
can't let the haters quiet the noise, because ultimately that's what got you where you're at today. You know, like that's what everyone. I think like when they think of like who Louie was, I swear to God, I always think of that fucking video.
Yeah, right. Like just literally doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do.
Yeah, comedy.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I think it definitely is like me trying to hopefully mute that a little bit more, but.
And it's hard because I think like you're never going to be able to grow if you're just always really nitpicking like what somebody's saying to you. But I also think, especially right now with people like being chronically online, myself included, it's hard to kind of pick the lane, like, because at some point you're going to have to pick, well, these are the people I'm going to piss off. Like, and I feel like with me, it's hard, especially with language, because I say things that is not politically correct now. Like I'd be saying like, damn, that's gay.
Oh, okay. And then people will
and
be
people
like,
are like,
there's a
gay guy right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but I don't know. Like it's just the way I talk and just things like that. That I'm especially on the podcast, I have been trying to be more. I fail really bad, but like I'm like, okay, don't cuss, don't say this, don't say that, and I hate it because you're right. Like it limits your imagination almost.
It's almost like it becomes like a block.
Yeah.
Like you start overthinking everything before you say it, or like little jokes or something. You're like, oh, like I don't know. It's almost like you're like on your tippy toes for everything, right? So then things don't come out as like natural. Yeah. Because I think before, like those videos that you were like talking about, the skits and everything, I would never like plan it or like write a script or anything. I would just do it on the spot because I would let anything flow what I thought was funny. But then it became where like now I'm like no. I'm like super hesitant, and it doesn't let those things come out as naturally. So I'm just like, but yeah, I don't know. It's a lot has changed in social media, but I feel like if I could choose a really good thing and a bad thing, it would be those two things.
And I love it because like you've literally been growing with like you know, evolving with social media. So it's cool that you get to see like both perspectives.
Yeah, so a lot of changes, but I mean, I'm glad to see. I think TikTok made so many positives, if I do say so. So many more creators, and I love just laughing at content. I feel like TikTok, because I feel like on Instagram, for example, like you follow the people you follow, but it was hard to like find new people unless you went like on an explorer thing. But now with like the For You page, I find so many new like creators or content or people posting things that like, I don't know, it excites me. It gives me like that rush back. Oh, I feel like that's why it's a little addicting to be on TikTok, because it's like new content all the time.
And it's so short. Like,
it's so short. Yeah. Do you girls feel like your attention span changed?
I feel like mine has, so that's why I try not to use a lot of TikTok. I feel like I feel like I've tried, this bitch is a reader. She loves to fucking read, and I try to sit there with the book. I've had this book for over a fucking 2 years, and I swear to God, I'll go back to the first chapter.
I'm like,
not even the chapter, like the I think it's like the preface. Yeah, the preface. Yeah. So I'm like, hold the fuck up.
What happened?
Yeah. So I feel like my attention span is short.
I think on certain things, because like if the book is good enough, I'll stay on it. Okay. But for videos, I can't watch anything longer, honestly, than even 3 minutes is like pushing it. But if I'm like, I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're like, I'm over it.
But if it's like a movie or like a documentary, I can stay watching it. But like, sorry guys, I know I'm a podcaster, but I don't really watch podcasts. Like I can't listen to people talk
so
for
just
that long.
Kind of like,
I'll just like be paying attention, and then I'll be like, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that was gonna say, like you kind of doze off into something else.
Yeah.
Are you the same?
I feel like I got into podcasts because I got tired of my music.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm kind of similar to you, where like if I listen to something for too long, I get over it. So when I listen to podcasts, I usually listen to it on 2x speed or 1.5.
Okay.
It has to be because I feel like I'm annoying sometimes in the way where like I'll finish people's sentences because I already know where they're getting at. But I think it's because my mind's like kind of going fast.
Oh my God.
So when I'm listening to podcasts or I'm watching YouTube videos or even with TikToks, I will almost always have it on 1.5 like speed. or 2-speed if I'm like listening to a podcast. And it'll be funny because like I'll be with friends or something. They're like, bitch, how do you understand anything they're saying? But I'm like, no, I get it. Yeah, but I'm like full on taking everything and I'm just like, no, I got it.
That's so, you know what? I've noticed people started doing that. Jess from Yosabo, she posted Besties and she posted that she watches us on 2 times speed. And I was like, oh, I literally never thought of doing that.
Crazy. I'm about to talk really fast so that with her 2.6 so fast that she's gonna have to slow down and figure this out.
Wait, how about how I actually understood everething you just... That was so
like,
good. Wait.
A lot of practice. I actually used to do commercials for like the medication.
I was like, bitch.
You know,
at the end, no batteries included.
Yeah. They're like, might cause suicidal thoughts, diarrhea.
I'm like listening to everything you're just saying. I'm like, okay, maybe I should slow it down.
Oh my gosh, at the end we're gonna take those like news reporter. We're gonna try the news reporter thing. Yeah.
Oh,
to
you're
see
like
if we
reading
can read
it?
first.
Okay, wait, I'm not good at reading. I'm good at listening, but reading, bitch, no, you got me. Even at like regular pace, I'll fuck.
He's like, relax, let's take it.
Yeah, like slow that one down, actually.
Wait. So we've been starting to do on a segment here where we do Rose, Bud, Thorn, where we talk about the Rose is like, what's your highlight of the week?
Okay.
Bud is like something you had a challenge with.
You're working on,
or it could be a potential rose, like a potential highlight. And the Thorn is something you have like a challenge with, like, you know, something bad, you know, some shit like that. So we like
this week.
we like to do it for this week. So I'll start first.
Okay.
My rose. Shout out to my twinsy. It was her sweet 16th birthday.
Aww.
Yeah, she loves you. Yeah, can you say
So
hi,
she
Layla?
had her sweet 16. Wait, what's her name?
Layla.
Hi, Layla. Love you, stupida. She gets mad at me.
I'm in the comments. Did you hear what she called me?
You just called her stupid.
She got a screenshot, put on her story, like, oh my God, my biggest flex.
She's like, and he called me stupid.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
just
like,
kidding.
she's like, if you know, you know.
No, I love you, stupida. I hope you had a great time at your sweet 16.
She's gonna be so excited.
Aww,
Thank you.
of course.
Yeah, so I was super excited. It was her sweet 16, and it was a great party. I had to do everyone's fucking makeup, so I'm surprised I didn't wake up with fucking. I'm not a makeup
all
artist.
cramped.
Yeah, but my family, they're like,
Don't say that.
So you're a makeup artist.
Literally, don't say that because you are a makeup artist.
because you. I feel like were you ever a makeup artist? No, right? You just like do makeup on yourself. I feel like it's different doing makeup on friends, family, yourself.
Yeah.
Because if someone professionally sits me down, like, do me a wing liner with this and that, I feel like it would be different. And I need to make sure their makeup stays 24/7, all day, rain, shine, snow. So it's a challenge, whereas my family can always touch it up, you know?
She's a makeup artist. You guys should see the makeup she did, literally.
Aww.
Like, it looks so... She did her nieces, too, and it
posted-
looks stunning.
I did do all
Ooh, I
their
love
makeup.
that.
Yeah. So that was my rose. I feel like it was so nice to get to celebrate her. And she's been waiting like for a whole year to do this. And I helped choreograph her quince,
Shut up.
her waltz, her
Wow.
surprise dance. I used to be a little choreographer
Shut
back
the
in the day.
fuck down. You're full of secrets.
That's why her hair is so big.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I am wearing my mean girl outfit today. So careful. I'm taking names.
She'll take the picture.
She has the book right there.
Ugly slut.
Calls us stupid.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dead.
Okay, how about you? What's your rose?
A rose? This might be... Well, I mean, it was a rose for me. I just got like my dining table.
Hey.
Oh, that is
And I
such
feel
a good rose.
Right? I've been
Yeah.
like... so I've been living in my house for almost a year. It's going to be a year in August.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working so hard on trying to finish like my downstairs because that's where people come in.
Yeah.
So I was like super like just trying to finish it. And I couldn't find the right like dining table. And I finally found one and I got it for a really good price.
What's your dining table look like?
It's like, you want to say that?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's like your style? Like contemporary, modern? Do like
Minimalistic.
I'm really into like whites and neutrals.
Okay.
Kind of minimalistic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how I would describe it.
like a mí me gusta y ya.
I know, like I just put
Es
it
mi
on
casa,
there.
cállate.
Oh.
But basically, so this table, I was looking for it, and every time I would look online, they were like around $2,000 or like $3,000, and like I want my house to look pretty, but like on a budget, you know. I didn't want to fucking spend hella money, so I went to this one place, and for my luck, they had one that was a little scratched, and it was discounted from, I believe, like. It was like around 1,100, and they gave it to me for like 450.
Dang!
Yeah, for a little scratch. And I was like, oh my God, this is the table that I want.
Oh my God.
So then I was like, give me that shit. Like, this is how I set it up. I still need my fucking sillas, but that's how I put her. Is it pretty?
Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's really okay. I see your style. You're like very
Oh,
bohemian,
cute.
coastal kind of vibe. Yeah.
So I wouldn't know how to like describe it.
That's
but
a
I
cute
feel like
ass
that's very
table.
like
Thank
coastal.
you.
Come on, where do you live? I'm gonna rob you.
I was like,
I'm like, where's she sitting?
like, you said you were nearby.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
but that
actually,
made
we'll
me
be
so
following you on the
happy.
way back.
For
We're gonna
real?
spot you in your fucking car.
Y'all are like leaving my house at the table. Like, good luck. But yeah, that was probably like my rose. I was so happy because I think, well, now I just need my chairs.
Yeah.
But at least now when you walk in, like my dining area doesn't look like fucking empty.
Yeah.
So that made me really happy and I got it for a good price.
I love your light fixture on the top.
Thank
It's
you. I also got her
gorge.
on sale too.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, thank you.
That's
I always
so
try
cool.
to look
I
for the
love.
good
I feel like
deals.
decorating, like as an adult, getting your own house is cute because like you're like pretty much like playing. Like,
Yeah.
You
It's
know
like
what
how
I mean?
you want it to look and you get to just
Yeah.
like fuck around, see what works.
I can't wait. I can't
Yeah.
wait. I'm very far from there, but I'm gonna get there. Don't worry, guys.
We on the way.
Yeah.
That's your rose.
Come on.
Yeah, what's your rose? I'm like, we're not talking about your sad one yet.
My rose. I literally was trying to think. I was like, hurry up.
Bitch, you're booking.
Oh yeah, I just got hired for my first bartending
Yes.
job. Very exciting. But that just happened. Literally.
You were literally
right
just
before we
telling us
started
about it.
recording.
But you barely even announced your business. So
That's true.
I feel like that's pretty.
That's like,
That's amazing.
yeah, like for you to just have announced it and then you already got a booking. That's
You know
like,
what though? She's one of my best friends. She's the one who does my hair, you guys. But literally since I told her, since then she's been like, "Did you start it already? Did you start it already?" Because she's been like trying
That's
to
a
like get me
supportive ass
jobs.
friend.
Yeah,
I love
she's the
that.
best. I love her so much. So it was really sweet. That's why, like it's so last minute, but I'm also like, no, you know what? I could do it. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it work. You know,
Absolutely.
whatever. So yeah, that is my rose. You're
Oh,
right.
that's so
Thanks, guys.
exciting. I love that. I know she was literally like hella excited right before we started recording. And right now she's like, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm like, that's amazing.
Yo, I
Yeah.
literally forgot that happened. That's how little my brain works. Like, I was like, wait, what? But I had another one. What else happened this week? No, you're right. I guess that's it. I guess nothing.
You'll probably remember after. Isn't that great when you have friends actually support you?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. Especially because you said like you had already been telling her and she was like asking you when it was ready. Like
Yeah.
that's somebody who's like paying attention to you and actually cares. and wants to support it.
100%. And like, she's been, because I met her in cosmetology school. And
Wow.
so
You're also
since-
full of secrets.
Yeah, you guys, I also do hair.
Wow.
That's why her hair's so big.
I'm like, wait. I'm like, am I Katie? I'm all fucking, what is it? Janice Ian. That is her name, right? Janice Ian?
That's funny. Yeah, she's been doing my hair since we met in cosmetology school. So it's like nice to see like us through or whatever.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, she's gonna be fucking hyped when I tell her you're here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
I'm telling you, people are gonna be so excited. Like
Aw.
people I've told, we're really excited to have you,
Yeah.
as I shared. I mean, I literally remember like your first fucking, I don't know if that was your first video, but your first viral video. And I think to see like your evolution is really
thank you.
insane. Like
That means a lot
awesome.
to me, especially when somebody like, whenever somebody says like they watched like my videos in the past, it means a lot to me because I mean, like you said, it's been a long time. So I'm like, for me to, been doing social media for like quite some time and then still have people like remember those videos and then still hopefully keep up with me now, it makes me really happy because social media moves fast.
Yeah.
So to hear that, it makes me so happy.
Do you remember like your first interaction with someone like coming up to you and being like, "Oh my gosh, are you
Yeah,
Louie?"
I remember the first time where it was outside of my city because I lived like in a smaller city, so I feel like I was kind of used to seeing a lot of people there, and like a lot of my support started from my city.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Because I feel like it's usually not like that. It'll be like some random ass place.
Yeah, no, well, I feel like because it was pretty small, my videos got around pretty quickly, so I did start seeing like support there. But I feel like the first time that I remember it being outside of my city was I came to Disneyland with my family. And I remember there was a girl, she came up to me. She was like, "Wait, are you Louie's live?" And then I was like, "Oh my God, yes." Like I was full on tripping out. And she's like, "Can I get a picture with you?" But she was so excited. So
my
to see somebody like that
God.
excited and
Yeah.
outside of my city,
Yeah.
like somewhere in LA,
Yeah.
I was like, what the? And my whole family was like tripping out. Like, even
You're
my
like,
parents
"Sos
were like,
famoso."
yeah. It's because it felt different because like we thought it was just like a Watsonville thing. Like that's where
Yeah.
I was born. in that city, Watsonville. So I was like, we thought it was like a Watsonville thing, but seeing somebody all the way in LA. And we took like really cute pictures because we were at Disneyland. And I remember like I saved those pictures and I still have them in my phone. I know if I like look for it, it'll be in there because I never wanted to delete them. But it was like a full on like goosebumps because I was like, oh my God, like somehow my videos ended up all the way in LA, which was like 6 hours from where I was raised. So I was just like, oh my God. So that was like a really surreal, crazy memory. Yeah, it meant a lot to me.
Yeah, that's really sweet. What do you think has like made you, evolve with the internet and continue to grow rather than some people who maybe they're superstars for a year and then they fall off?
I think how the amount of support, like I know I talked about like how it's gotten a little different with social media and like it could be bad sometimes. I think the amount of support is what keeps me going because I had a really rough like childhood growing up. Like elementary school, middle school, and high school, like little to no friends. I was bullied like really bad. So I feel like when I started doing social media and I got like all this love and support, it's like something that I feel like I was missing growing up. So I feel like it kind of filled that like hole that I had in my fucking heart. So I feel like it made me so excited to post something and see people like either laugh at it or like it or enjoy it. And I also feel like social media was like the first support that I got when like I came out because it was also kind of iffy when I came out, like even in my own house. So seeing like social media and how they supported me through it and they just kind of made it be like, like we don't care, like we still love you. I was like, oh my God. So it was a safe place for me. And I think even now, if I post anything and I get like positive feedback, it always like boosts my mood and I'll be like, yay, because I know it's like a support that I've had for a long time. Yeah. So it makes me really happy. So yeah. All right, start crying.
Hey, us like que lloren. So you said growing up you had like a difficult time. Why was that? Like, was it because you were gay or people would bully you for that or what?
Yeah. Well, even before I knew I was fucking gay, like people were already
they had that
telling
one girl
me shit
in fourth
for
grade,
it.
huh? Like,
yes,
you're gay.
literally, huh? They're like, he's gay. They all write in the whiteboard. No, just kidding.
I can't even spell.
For real, huh?
The G's backwards.
It's like an I instead of a Y. Yeah, I feel like before I even really even knew what that was, I was already like, it wasn't even so much that people were calling me gay. It was more that like I was more feminine. So like the guys didn't want to hang out with me, but then some of the girls were like, he's a little too feminine.
Bitches.
They were scared you were gonna take their man.
No, literally from a young age, I've been the baddest perra. But yeah, I feel like that's why I became like, it was always like people were picking at me for like being really feminine. And then once we got older, people were like, oh wait, he's probably gay. Some people started like calling me gay. And then I denied it for so long because ever since I was little, I was being told shit about like my sexuality and like my like how feminine I was, that like I really tried to deny it as much as possible. Like there was a point in my life that I full on thought I was straight. Like I kid you not. Like I dated so many girls, had a bunch of girlfriends. I full on was like, oh my God, I'm in love, whatever. But because I think I just denied it so much and pushed that so far back. And I was also really scared of like letting all my bullies feel like they were right. Like I didn't want them to be like, you see, I told you. Because I knew the one thing that was gonna come out of the head is like, I told y'all, like he's gay. So I was like, so I think I denied it. And I honestly didn't even like think about being gay until I had like my first kiss with a guy. That I was
See, guys,
like,
it's a choice. Nah, I'm just
I'm like, you all crop that. You're like, Louie Castro
chooses to be gay.
I know. I'm like, no, I was straight. No, yeah. I feel like it wasn't until I kissed a guy that like I full on was like, oh, this feels different. Like it felt so different than kissing like a girl and like everything. So I was just like, it like was a fucking eye opener.
So how old were you when you came out, if you don't mind me asking?
I came out when I was like a freshman or like
so you
about
were
to be a
still pretty
sophomore.
young.
Yeah.
Like 16? Oh my God.
So yeah, and I'm glad it kind of happened in high school though, because it allowed me to start exploring who I was as a person like in high school. So yeah, I feel like it would have been a little bit harder if I waited till after high school, especially because like I was already doing social media.
Yeah, you're already popping.
I full on was doing social media when I thought I was like straight. So they'll be like,
what? So that first video when you were dancing, like
no, that one not, bitch. I was full on.
Okay.
I was like, that one, no, yeah. But like before that, there was like, I had even.
Wow.
Or oh my God, I even have a video on my YouTube channel where like I came out as bisexual. Because I think I was still super like, I mean, I couldn't. well, I couldn't explain how I felt that way about girls. And then all of a sudden I felt that way about guys. So I was like, wait, well then I must be bi. Because I full on was like,
I do like girls.
yeah, like I full on was like having these like long-term relationships with girls. Like I remember I dated a girl for like about a year and stuff. And
did you break their heart when you came out as gay?
she was still my friend for a long time. We became like besties for a while. Yeah, but then after she was like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just like I have people will like comment like, I've been watching you since you were straight. So it'll be like this funny shit that they'll like comment on my stuff. But yeah, literally that's why social media is like a full trip for me sometimes. Cause I'm like, damn, I like full on thought I was straight. Then I came out as bi. Now I'm gay.
Yeah, and I mean you're literally growing like as a person in front of everyone.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're here in What's in My Bag with Louie. Whoop, whoop, whoop. How many items do you have in there, you would say? Essentials.
I don't know. So this is kind of like my grab and go bag. So I feel like I should have everything that I need. So I have a lot of shit in here.
All right. Let's see. What's the first thing you're going to pull out?
All right. First thing, I have a pack of chicle. So I feel like I should always have chicle with me. And if some stupid ass breath smells, I'm like, here you go, my love.
I was trying to tell me something.
I always love having a pack of chicle with me.
All right. What's next?
What's next? Okay. My AirPods. So I love listening to music when I'm like out and about. So I feel like if I leave my house and I don't have these, I will have like a really shitty day. I just always love having them on.
Is that your favorite color?
Yes. They have to be purple. And it's this shade of purple.
Are those the old AirPods?
I'm like, had to pay for the bag somehow.
What's next?
Next, chapstick. I have dry as lips. So I always have to keep them nice and moisturized for your hombre. So we have chapstick and then we have, okay, like lip products. I also have my lip gloss and I have a lip oil. I feel like these are my 3 essential like lip products. Lip oil, lip gloss, chapstick.
Love.
Giving big 3. Big 3 energy.
It's a big 3.
And what else do you have in there? What are some goods?
I always have my fucking loose with me for like those good pictures. Like I just feel like if I randomly want a picture and the lighting sucks, she will save me. I got her from Amazon and she's really good. And she stays charged for like forever. So she always comes in clutch.
Amazing.
Next, my cards. I'm not going to show you all my cards, but I have my wallet in here with all my tarjetas and all my tickets. That's kidding. All my parking tickets. That's kidding. I also have my llaves, also in a berra lanyard. I have my car key, my house. Oh, wait, no, this is your man's house key. I didn't bring mine. This is his. Oh, shit, I have another lip product. So, as you can tell, I have dry ass lips, like I just said.
Somebody get this man some water.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, no, literally, can I get some water? I also have my blotting. What is it called?
Paper? Is that blotting paper?
It's like the little powder.
No.
Cause my lips are dry and my face is oily as fuck. So I have my little blotting shit because I'm an oily girl. Oh, I always have contacts with me. An extra pair of contacts porque siempre me pasa that my eye dries the fuck out and my contact will literally fall out. So I always have these for emergency porque me pasó una vez where I was driving, my contact fell out and I full on freaked out because I couldn't see shit. So I was like, I pulled over, but gotta be safe.
Yo, ahí los veo.
Yeah, bro. Like, sorry, it wasn't me. And lastly, I have a little camera just for pictures.
Amazing. All essentials.
Yeah, we need our photos everywhere we go.
Love. Thank you so much. And I mean, you're literally growing like as a person in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Because I've heard a lot of people say that, like, when I'm like, oh, when did you start social media? And they'll be like, oh, well, I've been like posting like I wanted to be before even influencer was a thing. Like people would post just then,
just
and then they would transfer to like Vine and like, you know, that's when everything else started coming out. So I think it's cool that like some influencers like genuinely, you know, like you guys were literally made for it because even taking advantage of it before anyone knew you could take advantage of it is really cool.
Being fearless.
Yeah.
I think you guys are fearless. Like I think the
scary.
hardest thing to do is put yourself out there and like leave yourself open to
Yeah.
criticism, right? Because
Yeah.
we're not scared of being told you're amazing or great. We're scared of being told the
bad
opposite.
shit.
Yeah.
And things that you already think about yourself and having someone else like nitpick it.
Yes, and I think that's where a lot of the bullying started in high school. So my bullying in high school was not even about me really being gay. I mean, people would use it as like a slur to just maybe throw it on top of like all the hate that they were already giving me. But it definitely wasn't like people bullying me because they were like, oh, he's gay, let's bully him. It was because I was doing videos online. And people were just like, bitch, that's cringe as fuck. Like, people were literally like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's so annoying.
Yeah, like, they were just like, it was just like a full on, because it wasn't as like...
You were like one of the first.
Yeah, like, I feel like at that time, people were like, bitch. Or I remember when I started making like money and like people heard like that I was making money, they're like, this dude's fucking lying. There's no way you can make money on that shit. And I was like, well, little do you know, but...
Now you broke ass.
I'm all like running them over my Porsche. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it was like a full on. It's just so crazy how social media changed so quickly. Because I feel like back then there was little to no information about it.
Yeah.
And now it's like such a almost like a normal thing, which is cool because I mean now you can film in public and have less people maybe be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
You
And
know?
even then, like, even with social media being literally like
Yeah.
the fuel that runs society right now, like,
yeah.
even if people try to make, because like there's an account called Influencers in the Wild.
Oh,
I don't know if you
yeah,
guys
I've seen that,
shit.
yeah.
And they literally just like,
Yeah.
people send in videos of like someone recording themselves, and if they're doing something ridiculous, they'll post it on there.
I have seen
Oh,
those.
that's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, but they're bitches though, because some of them I'm just like, bro, just let them record. Like,
Literally,
who
huh?
cares?
Yeah.
But I always think it's the people who hate the most, the people who want to do it the most.
Yeah.
Like, those are the people that are dying to just be
Yeah.
able to go to dinner and fucking put a camera right there and do a little mukbang.
Yeah.
But they
Tell
watch
y'all.
mukbangs all night.
Let me tell y'all the fucking cheese, man.
Tell me.
So my biggest bully in high school was exactly what you just explained. So
Call him out. Fuck you.
I know, I'm like, literally, he knows who he is.
Hey.
Oh, I fucking hated him.
Hey,
He made
but
my
he
high
knows
school
who you are.
miserable. Oh, definitely knows who I am. But he was bullying the fuck out of me for making videos online, and he really wanted to pursue like a career in like the film industry. So we had like this film class in high school that we were both taking. And he was good. Like, I'm not gonna like fucking take that away from him. He was really good at what he did, but he had just fucking ugly ass personality. But he would full on like repost my YouTube videos like on Twitter, or he would like make edits and like really just stupid edits out of my videos and like put him in class so everybody could like laugh at me about it. And he would like tweet about this, like, I mean, you guys know like Twitter in high school.
Yeah.
Everybody on high school is in that shit, so
Yeah.
they would like all cap on it.
Yeah.
But he would full on like tweet shit about me and be like, this dumbass using his mom's camera thinks he's like gonna become like successful, or just like stupid shit like that.
God.
And I was
so
like,
weird.
and I would remember I would like tell him shit in class sometimes. I'd be like, dude, I'm literally like not doing anything. I'm just filming a video like in my room.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it's fucking stupid. Like, it was just all this thing, but
I hate her.
I think it's because he really wanted to pursue, and he had a YouTube channel and shit, but it just didn't do good like at all.
Yeah, because he was a fucking hater.
Yeah, literally. And I was just like,
that's energy he was putting out into the world.
and I was like, you could have gotten to know me. We could have been friends.
Yeah, we could have collabed.
Yeah,
he-
literally.
he could have been
we
sitting
coulda
in this
fucking
chair.
collabed. I'm like, forget me. You could have been. I'm just kidding.
Not too much. Not too much.
I know.
Not too much of my girl now.
It's too much credit.
For all, like, I'm giving him too much. I'm kidding. But yeah, it was just like this whole thing where it was like what you just said. I feel like the hate stemmed from him seeing that I was doing pretty good on like social media, and he was just like, bitch,
Yeah.
why and how?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, thankfully I never let it stop me. I definitely had like my downs, but I think because I didn't let it stop me, I feel like thankfully I'm where I'm at right now with
Yeah,
social media. So I'm really
100%.
happy. Yeah, so if you're watching this and you're doing your videos and people will tell you shit, just keep doing it, because you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Like, I saw someone, Diana, actually from Sonoro, and she was just like, you can't surround yourself with people who don't like see a vision, who don't have an imagination that's expansive. She's like, if you're talking to someone who's never tried to achieve anything outside of the traditional 9 to 5, and you tell them, I want to start a business, and they've never thought of starting a business, like, how are you going to start a business?
Yeah.
It's out of their reach.
Yeah.
But if you're talking to someone who's like, you know what, I want to start a business, and has already started the process, regardless of their success,
Yeah.
they're going to tell you, you could do it. You're going to go through some challenges, you're going to face some adversity,
Yeah.
but you could do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't surround yourself with people who are going to make you smaller. You know, you got to surround yourself with people who are supportive, think bigger,
Yeah.
or think like, you can reach no bounds. If you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
go do XYZ, you could do that. You can't be with someone who's like, you're going to put a camera in front of you and
make it seem like it's weird or too
Then you're gonna be
scary or
scared.
like
Yeah.
it's definitely that because I feel like I'm being surrounded by people who were pushing me to do it or like made it seem a little bit more normal than like all the hate that I was getting like in school made me be like, okay, wait, like I can make something out
Yeah,
of
because
this.
I mean it literally makes them uncomfortable. It's usually the bitches who have a boyfriend that don't want to take a picture.
Literally, huh?
Yeah, because like me personally, whenever someone tells me like, "Why are you doing that shit?" or blah blah blah, like it's people that will never even like sit for just a picture in front of a camera. So like, duh, of course you're uncomfortable because you're not even comfortable in your own fucking body.
Yeah, it becomes like literally putting like a camera in front of you. Some people will be like, "This is fucking weird."
Yeah,
so it's like,
which is so crazy because it's literally like an object.
Yeah, literally.
I'm all. Nah, I'm just kidding.
You're like screenshot. I'm just kidding.
How do you like working with your sister? Because I know you guys have your podcast, Pretty Not Smart, which I love the name. I love the new setup. It's so cute.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I loved episode 2 with your sister. Your sister's a poli-sci major too. I saw that.
A what?
A political science
Oh yeah,
major.
I was like, wait, what? Like you can tell who didn't go to school. You said it's called Polly's, like for short.
Poli-sci, yeah. That's what poli-sci majors call it.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
Political science. I'm so because you can tell I didn't go to college. I just kidding.
No, I love the episode. How's it working with like Yoatzi, who, by the way, we also love. Yeah, I would say your sister was probably one of the sweetest people I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah.
No, thank you guys. I like watched the episode you guys did with her, and I could tell how comfortable she was. And even after, like, she told me how much she like loved filming with you girls too. So I was like, I mean, she's my sister, so I obviously always have like that, like, how are people gonna treat her?
No, absolutely.
I hate working with her. No. I love working with her, and it's like one of our first like projects together. So it's cool that I have to see her to film. At first, I was just like, hey, we're gonna be seeing each other a lot more often. So I was like, I wonder how it's gonna be like working with like my sister, because I mean we can be llevaditos sometimes. Yeah. So I was like, it could be really good, but what if it could be like really bad? Yeah. Because like I mean we're really blunt with each other, so I was scared. I was like, what if like I don't know, I just don't like something that she's doing and we start like cussing each other off and then one of us doesn't want to film. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But no, it's been really well. And I think I couldn't have chosen like a better person to do it with because we are siblings. We have like countless fucking stories of our childhood and like crazy things that have happened to us. Or even now, we'll tell each other stories about like things that we didn't know about each other. So it'll be like a trip because I feel like we're getting to know each other even better. Yeah. But it's such a cool project and I'm really glad that we did it together. Yeah. So I love it.
What's the biggest challenge you think working with her?
I think it also just us being like siblings.
Yeah.
There'll be things where like they'll take me off. Like for example, like if she's late, like I'll get fucking annoyed. Yeah. But if I'm late, I'm sure she gets really fucking annoyed. Or sometimes there's like just like little disagreements or like I just think because she is my sister, it's easier for me to like tell her some shit or vice versa, her tell me shit. Then like maybe if it was like a friend or something, I'd bite my tongue a little longer and be like, hey, let me wait. But yeah, I think that's probably like the most difficult is like, or I think our schedules too, honestly. She obviously has like 2 babies, so I know her schedule is a little crazy. And although I don't have kids, my schedule is really fucking hectic sometimes. Yeah. Just with my personal stuff. Yeah. Not so much like with social media, but I feel like my personal stuff sometimes gets in the way. But yeah, those are probably like the 2 things that I would say are kind of annoying. Yeah.
Do you feel like people try to sometimes pit you guys together or they'll be like, oh, don't talk to her a certain way? Because I know like when I used to see like Brentman Rock's content, right? You know how he would always fight with his sister? I feel like people would always try to sometimes like pin
like
them.
don't like he's an asshole to his sister.
Things like that. Do people do that with you guys?
Yes, we definitely have seen it. I think it's more, I think people will compare us a lot. And so there'll be the people who think we're very similar and they'll see it as like a positive. But then there's the people who think we're very similar but see it as a negative, where they'll just be like, one is trying to copy the other. But I'm like, well, we're siblings. Yeah, I was like, we were born and raised together and have been living together for years. Yeah. And now we see each other like all the time. So I was like, we're bound to be very similar. But then there'll also be times where just I think people like don't want to see us together sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they'll enjoy her content without me in it, or they'll enjoy my content without her in it. So yeah, but it's all about like just literally muting all that.
Yeah.
I know at the end of the day, I look forward to filming my podcast with her, and I take it as like a good little bonding moment for us to also just, you know, just talk and shit. So yeah, I mean, I enjoy it, and I feel like we don't let any of that like kind of.
And I feel like people like don't know how siblings are, because even like with the Kardashians, when like there's drama on the show and they're like, oh my gosh, like Kourtney needs to separate herself from them, blah blah blah. And I'm like, bitch, they're literally sisters. Like this is just a normal sister dynamic who's fighting, and they're gonna make up, and they don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Yeah.
Because like even like, well, we're not to that extent, but like I don't know if you guys remember that one episode where like I think it was Kourtney and Kim, and they like slapped the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
So like obviously we're not gonna slap the fuck out of each other, but like our arguments sometimes, like we haven't had an ugly one in a while, but our arguments have been really ugly in the past. Like we won't be like big like fight, but we'll say like really ugly things.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I mean, we're siblings, so it doesn't make it okay, but we're like,
it doesn't make it okay, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, it kind of does. Like, that's your sibling.
we're gonna forgive each other at the end of the day, talk it out, and be like, okay, so what really went down? But yeah. So.
Yeah, because when my brother was gonna get married, when my brother was gonna get married, my sister-in-law didn't know us that well because they lived in Mexico.
Yeah.
And I think the day before their wedding, we like got into it like bad.
Wait, you with your brother?
Me and my brother,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And she had been an only child, and her little brother at the time was like 7, so she didn't know.
Yeah, no.
And I guess in the morning she went into my mom's room. She's like, "What are we gonna do? Like the wedding's starting. Like, are they gonna apologize to each other? Like this and that." And my mom was like, "Nah, like they're fine. Don't worry about them. Like they're good." Yeah. And literally, like we had a blast at the party. Like it was the same thing.
I love that.
So I think it's funny when people like either don't get along with their siblings or just have never had a discussion like that where they can just move on and be like, "Well, I love this fucker because he's my brother."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that reminds me of when I went to Puerta Vallarta with my sister and like my husband and all his friends. And when we went, I was like, me and my sister, I'm like, bitch, you better take the fucking pic. Get the pic right. And then when she wouldn't take my picture, like I was cussing her out. But like no, it wasn't that friendly. But I was like,
in a sibling
puta, no
way.
sabes cómo tomar una fucking photo. Like, are you serious? Like, you know, some shit that like you tell your siblings.
Yes.
And I remember like one of his friends, Carlos, he was like, hey, Brax, like, are they good? Like,
Yeah,
are
like
they
full on
okay?
thought y'all were gonna be
yeah,
like,
he was like, are they okay? Like, is Maela okay? Like worried about my sister. I'm like, you need to be worried about me because if she don't get a good fucking pick, then we're gonna,
fucked.
the whole night's over. Like, I need a fucking pick, you know?
Yeah.
But so I think it's so funny. Like, people, if you don't have siblings or you're not super close, you're just never gonna get it.
Yes, because
You're
it
just
really
never
is
gonna
that
get it.
kind of bond. It's
It's that shit that you're just like, and then we literally, I was like, dude, they thought they were fighting. My sister's like, what? They're crazy.
I will say though, sisters, I don't have sisters, but I've seen these bitches fight. Like I've seen multiple sisters have moments where I'm like, thank God I only have a brother, my brothers, because I don't know how I would be with a sister.
You're just like,
my personality is a little intense. So my sister would have to be real chill. For us to be okay.
Or you guys would just hate each other until you guys got older.
Because I have seen siblings that also that like hate each other, and I hate that.
Yeah, no, literally. Yeah. Wait, what is y'all signs?
I'm an Aries, but I'm a double Leo.
Ooh. Oh wait, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
I'm a Leo.
Oh shit, there's 3 Leos. I always start fighting.
We're all trying to be first.
I like scoot my chair up a little bit more.
Every time we get closer.
They don't even know I turned their mics off.
That's the whole time we're like, oh my god. It's just
It's just her voice.
It's just me like
over.
Wait, when's your birthday then? Because your birthday's coming up.
The 9th.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So then I think I'm the following week. Yeah.
When's your birthday?
The 18th.
Oh, okay, cool. I know. I'm literally. I just said this last night. I've been meeting like an obscene amount of Leos lately.
Like recently, huh?
Yeah.
I swear before I was always like, at least from what I knew, the only Leo in the room. And I was just like,
that sounds so Leo. And like, there's other people that existed.
I'm like, I just didn't ask them, so I assumed.
No, for real. It's because we were in hibernation.
But I know literally because that's why right now that you said Leo, like it kind of gets me a little excited because I feel like I've always. Every time I ask, like the chances of me hearing Leo back are always like never that big. So that's why I was like, oh shit, how exciting.
Have you? The other day I was at Ulta, and this actually just happened to me too.
Yeah.
I was at Ulta and I was talking to the cashier, and then this other girl walks up. I think she was a manager. She was like, "What's your sign?" And I was like, "I'm a Leo." And she was like, "Oh, that's so weird. I normally don't get along with Leos." And I was like, I just started talking to you, bitch.
I know you're like, you already want to fight.
Yeah, and she was like, yeah, but like your energy's so cool. Like I really like it, but it's weird because like I normally don't really get along with Leos. And I was like, oh, I can't remember what the fuck I said, but I was like, oh my gosh, fuck, I forgot her name. But shout out to the girl at my Ulta, the cashier. She said she's gonna watch the show. You better be watching that shit.
Hey.
Yeah, but I was like, what the fuck? Because sometimes people approach me and they're like, you're a Leo, and I'm like.
Like when they say with a little tone.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with you? Yeah.
I put some respect on Leo's name just because I'm a double Leo. But hey, me feeling identified at everywhere I could be. Yeah, sounds Leo to me.
No, literally home. Like it's creeping out.
No, but I feel like I've always gone along with Leos.
Oh,
like I feel like because I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign. So I feel like
Yeah.
fire signs when you're together are just like burn the earth down.
We're taking over.
The government. Who's the least compatible to Leos? You guys know?
It's all right.
I'm like, I thought y'all were Leos.
Bro, it's
Yeah, but we only care about us.
I'm like,
I didn't even know there was other
water
signs.
sign. I feel like would it be like a water sign?
I'm pretty sure it's Scorpios. I'm almost
You're
I'm
lying.
pretty sure that's the one that we're least compatible with. And
Have you ever
then-
dated a Scorpio?
Never, but both my sisters are Scorpios.
Stop. Wait, but
so-
did you always get along with all your siblings growing up?
Here's the thing. So yes, I definitely always got along with them. But here's the thing. I think I'm good with Scorpios because Scorpios are fire signs too, right?
They're water signs.
Oh wait, shut up.
Yeah, Scorpios are water signs.
shit.
Yeah, they're that low key water.
Oh wait, you're
sign.
right. Yeah. I was mistaken it with like Sagittarius. That's a fire sign.
Yeah,
right?
Sag is fire.
Okay.
That's 3.
Well, with Scorpios, I feel like I get along with Scorpios well. Like throughout throughout the day, if we're hanging out, whatever, like really well. Because I also have like Scorpio friends. But where it gets really ugly, and I've noticed it, will always be during arguments. I feel like Scorpios are also very like, and then
Still
Leos are
is.
very like.
Yeah.
So when it comes into an argument, I think my worst and ugliest arguments I've ever had has been with Scorpios. And then that's when I found out.
What month is Scorpio?
October, November. End of October, beginning November.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like I never really looked into signs before. I was like, I don't really care about it. But then it was like all these little coincidences that I was like, wait, this kind of starts to make sense a little bit.
Yeah.
That's when I started like the people who I would like argue the ugliest with were always like Scorpios. And it just so happened my sisters were also Scorpios. And when we fight, it's like kind of ugly.
Yeah.
But then also coincidentally, I think the ones we're the most compatible with are Sagittarius. And it just so happens that my best friend from elementary school is a Sagittarius.
Wow.
And every time I've met somebody who like I just connect with really like quickly, I was always like, wait, what's your sign? Like, oh, Sagittarius. I'm like, bitch, that's so weird.
Damn.
So that's when I started like really
Fire.
looking into like
Yeah.
all of that. I was like,
For a while, I was only around Aquariuses.
oh.
Like strict Aquariuses. My best friend's an Aquarius. My ex is an Aquarius. Like I was just like obsessed with them. And then came a point where I was like, something's not working here.
Yeah. You're like, bye.
I was like, I'm done here. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a specific sign that I had like.
A lot of compatibility.
Yeah, I feel like it was just when people would say it, I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I don't even know what month. But
Yeah,
whatever.
literally. And I feel like it is a Leo thing because I only knew I was a Leo because someone was like, what's your zodiac sign? But I didn't bother reading anyone else's. Like, I would only look at mine.
Yeah. It sounds like a Leo. Anyways.
Yeah.
She's like, only
like,
care
I
about
get
me.
you.
Only
Yeah.
realized I was the only Leo.
I didn't know I had to care about others. Sorry.
Bro, she's like, you can look into me, but I'm not going to look into you.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, when you're done reading yours, read mine. I wouldn't even bother reading my own horoscope.
I'm dead. I love that.
That's what is my best friend. She knows all about astrology. So I always sit her down. She'd be like, oh no, bitch. Well, as a Leo, right? I'm like, let me write this fucking down.
Bro, on your notes.
I had at one point I had like a note on like that on my phone with like all the charts, all the houses, what I had
Yes,
it, and then
it's
turned out I
crazy.
was looking at the Eastern one or the tropical one, and they say you had to go look at the sidereal Vedic
different
one.
ones?
Yeah, the Vedic one is the one that like Hindu people use. That it counts for short days, longer days, the seconds. It accounts for everything. So they say that one's like the real true one. And then they say that the tropical one is like more Eastern, like we use it. But
I know, we still need to look that one up.
I know, and I'm telling you, one day maybe
Yeah.
we'll have Chantel because she
Yeah.
could tell us about us.
Yeah,
That's
right.
so
You're
cool. I didn't know
right.
that.
And me knowing myself and her life, she'll be able to tell you about me.
Bro.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a whole thing. So like, I'm a real Aries, and you're August 18, you said, so you're a real Leo. I'm wondering if you're like a Virgo Leo, because they say like the days they all start a little different depending on the year, but it's giving Leo.
Virgos before?
Is it?
No, it's
don't know.
Cancer.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it is Cancer.
Cancer.
Cancer's
Cancer.
before.
We're in Cancer right now.
So maybe you're have a little bit of Cancer in you. Who knows?
My moon is Cancer.
Oh, your moon is Cancer.
My moon is Cancer. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'd be crying and shit.
Oh,
I
Cancer
think-
moon.
That way?
I say Cancer moon. They say Cancer moons usually have a round face. You don't have a round face though.
What, really?
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
my
they
God, so
say.
much math. It's like face shapes and hand shapes and
I
everything goes
know.
into like what you are. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, no.
I'm like,
Yeah, but I don't know if I
that.
mentioned it the last time we talked about this, but I had my best friend's cousin is an actor, and he told her that like actors look into like horoscope signs when they're getting a job to kind of embody the
What?
character better.
You're
Oh, that
lying. Oh my god.
Shit.
That's crazy,
cool.
huh? That's
Yeah.
cool because it's like another way to kind of really embody
Embody.
whatever character you're gonna play.
Have you guys ever seen an actor like, oh, they're giving like Leo, they're giving Aries?
Wait,
They're-
have we ever what?
like seen an actor and like been like, oh, they look like a Sag, they look like Aries. Like the character that they're playing, I do. But when I
I'm
identify
like not
myself-
even lying. Like I'm so sorry to everyone, but I literally only know Leo energy. Like I don't know anything else.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's true. I feel like. Actually, no. You know what? Recently, I tripped out because I have. Well, I'm telling you, like, I've recently started like meeting more Leos, and I have a friend. He's a Leo, but he's very like calm energy. Like, but then again, I think he said he was like earlier.
earlier Leo.
I don't even know, but I was just like, wait, what? Like, he like full on tripped me out because he's like really calm, very
Mm-hmm.
quiet, and like, but when he does talk and stuff, he's like really funny and everything. But
Yeah.
for the most part, he's very just like.
But it
reserved.
comes out in different ways because me and my little brother have the same birthday.
Yeah.
My little brother is not like extroverted like at all, but he's very like metrosexual. He really likes to take care of himself. He likes to look good. And now that he's kind of, because he was really young, now that he's coming out of his shell, like I definitely see like he's very like he's a boss, you know, like he's this is how it is. This is how you're gonna do it. Like don't question me. So I feel like it manifests in different ways.
Right.
And he's a man too, so male
Yeah, and he's a
Leos are a little
man.
bit different.
Yeah.
That's true.
Although I think they're still overarching, right, like themes,
Yeah.
but I do think like he's a male.
Yeah, like the self-centeredness, I guess, that from Leos. I see it when I meet other Leos that are calmer. I see it manifest in other scenarios. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're
okay,
right.
you're still Leo, bitch.
Huh, that's so true because I always looked at it as like a
we're
overall
loud?
thing. Well, just more like something that I would catch on to right
Oh,
away.
right.
More like like loud, like either the way they dress or the way they like portray themselves
Yeah.
and stuff. But now that you're saying like now I'm thinking back of my friend, I'm like seeing how he does things just like in an everyday, and I'm like, wait, I could see it. It makes sense.
But that's why I say those big three matter, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like that tells you a little bit because we're not all Aries might be the same, but there's
Yeah.
some things
There's,
that
like,
all
little-
together.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. Well, don't expect to learn more.
Yeah, bro.
That's really all we have to
That's
offer.
like pretty much it.
Classy session. What's the sign that you've been most compatible with, like romantically?
I don't know. Well, I will say I dated a Leo.
You
That
dated
was
a Leo?
not cute at
Oh
all.
my god.
Really?
That was a feisty one. I've
Were they like you? Do you think very similar to you?
We were very similar.
And you're like, that's why it was too much.
It was. At first, I liked it because I thought it was like, oh wow, we're so similar. It's gonna be easy. It's like dating me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I mean, we were both two guys, and then we shared like the same clothes, and like we were very similar. So then it got to the point where I was like, and then it got a little catty. So then I was like, no, it's not gonna work. But I've dated a Cancer as well, which I've heard Cancers and Leos are also not very compatible.
They're
But for
also
s-
water signs.
Yeah, but for some reason I feel like that works. Like, all right, I'm on denial. No, but I feel like it works because like you know how they say like opposites attract.
Yeah, yeah.
In a way, it like works, and then it works for me because I feel like as a Leo, I like to be a little bit more of like the leader in a group or something. I like to kind of set the tone and make like decisions like, and I feel like Cancers aren't very like that, so they kind of
Like mold to you.
yeah they mold and like he
Go with the flow.
yeah, so I feel like it works out in the way where like he gives me that, and he's also just kind of like in his own world, but still. I don't know. It works out, and although a lot of people would always tell me from the beginning like that's not gonna work, I'm like it works. Yeah, but
Yeah, some they're like when people have public relationships, they you know we're
I
literally
said
talking
that
about
if you're online giving us your relationship and like posting relationship content, I think you need to tell me why the fuck you guys broke up. Because people are always like, respect our privacy. And I'm like, no, bitch,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that because I'm invested and I want to
Yes.
know. Do you think sometimes you should tell people, like as an influencer?
Well, I did make a video like explaining like what happened in my relationship and why things like went wrong and why it didn't work out. But it got a little bit just like, I think where it gets ugly is when like people try to make their own decisions for what it was. So it's like nitpicking what's like not needed to be nitpicked.
Yeah, like picking sides almost.
But I definitely felt that way. And I did make a video and I was like, you know, I decided to put my relationship online. So I do feel like I wanted to give an explanation rather than just be like, you know, because it's you. It's almost like you almost feel like you're part of the relationship because you're seeing it. And then if it just like disappears, you're just like, well, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Like, hello? So I saw it that way. I definitely saw it as like both sides.
Okay, I'll be nicer now, guys. You don't have to tell me.
No, because it is the curiosity of just like,
yeah, it's just
well,
the
what
chismosa of
happened?
like, wait a minute, all the pictures are deleted. What's going on here?
Yeah, because you see like all the positives and I don't know where it's just like disappeared.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, so what happened?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, it depends. I said like, it just depends. I'm like, if like you have a channel where it's like Louie and then I'm like, okay, I need the fucking video. I need the breakdown, you know. But I'm like, it just depends. I think it depends like how public you were,
right,
and like how much the relationship was like a key identifier of like you,
Of like you guys as like a whole.
Yeah, there's
like
some
your
people who have
brand
partners.
almost.
I was gonna say because there's definitely some where it's like a brand. Like it's just like everything, every picture, every post, or like every trip or everything. They're just there.
Yeah, or
So
if they know you, they know both of you.
So then when it's just like disappeared, it's just kind of like. You want us just to forget about it.
Like Catherine and what's it, and Austin McBroom, like what the
we
fuck?
didn't need no explanation there, but
That was self-explanatory.
You could have just put the little, you know, please give us our privacy. We're like, bitch, we already read it online.
I know,
you know?
I'm like, it's over and done with, y'all.
No.
Yeah, like I miss when famous people used to be like, they would give like little interviews after they would break up. You know what I mean? Like when Justin and Britney broke up and like Britney was like crying.
What?
Remember that?
No.
They like would just like, I don't remember who did that interview with her, but she was like sobbing. That one was really sad, and I'm a Britney Spears fan, yeah, okay? But I'm just saying, like, when
Spears alone,
yeah, I was like, leave. That was me. Nah, just kidding. Yeah, but like, I liked when famous people, like, I like when they give us intel on their relationship because you guys are famous, y'all
Yeah,
are out
especially
there.
when it was like the two like celebrities and like you would see everything.
Like it people, like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have been like a grown up through like the Jennifer, Brad.
Oh my god,
Like,
Angelina. Shit,
yes, Angelina shit. I had some shit to say, but whatever. It's old. It's old, whatever.
Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm always gonna be Team Angelina. I know she was a homewrecker, and I know she was wrong, but she's such a humanitarian and has done so much for the world. Like,
so you were
you can't be perfect.
Yeah.
So whatever, she ruined one woman's marriage. So what?
But my issue's not with her.
Fuck that bitch.
You're like, all right.
What is it? Unforgivable.
My issue's not with her, it's with Brad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was his. He was the one who was married.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And it usually happens like that, where like they become like the it couple, like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. That's the same shit that happened. He was married to Scarlett Johansson.
He was married to Scarlett Johansson? I thought I was
And they met, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds met on Green Lantern, and he divorced Scarlett Johansson, and a year later he was married to Blake Lively.
A year later? Oh shit.
You're lying.
Yeah.
I feel like.
You see what I mean? Like, what happened there?
You're like, yeah. So it's just like you're like left like
Yeah,
cliffhanger
in the
vibes.
dust.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah. I feel like back then we would get a little bit more like inside scoop.
Yeah.
Because like, for example, with like celebrities, for example, they had like all these crazy paparazzi and like interviews and everything. But like now it's kind of a little bit.
Because it was juicier then, because it was so exclusive. Like now you can literally see the progression of relationships either like falter or thrive.
You're right.
So you're like, oh my gosh, like, well, I don't like. I kind of know what happens, but give me details because I don't know the full story.
more.
Back then, you didn't know shit.
But what you saw, literally, like if, like for example, the
Exactly.
Britney, you were like, she did an interview, so like I knew what happened. But like if she would have never, you would have been like, bitch.
Right. That's why all these like 90s like thriving stars and they're making memoirs now. You're like, what the fuck?
That's true. Now they're dropping all the juicy shit.
Yes. I have Pamela Anderson's memoir in my fucking like to be read still.
Wow.
No way. I can't wait. Did you guys ever see her sex tape?
No.
I did.
Show us. All right. She like still has
Let me
it.
see.
I mean, like, it's on my bookmarks. Yeah. Yeah. It was.
Yeah, it's in my to be read.
Yeah. To be watched.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Play next.
How'd you watch it?
I think it was on Twitter because
Oh, so it was
I started
Twitter.
watching like they had the series Pam and Tommy like the series.
Oh,
So I was like, I
yeah.
really want to see like this sex tape, and so I watched it, and yeah, like it was a really. I didn't watch the full thing. I only watched like a small clip. But yeah, it was like very innocent. Like you could see her like pussy and fucking her, like all that stuff. Yeah, but it's just like very.
So it was like a full on.
It was a full on, like full throttle, and he
shit.
is in fact well endowed. Yes, for a white guy.
Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, he was pinning it down.
I
Shout out
watched
to
Kim
Pam and Tommy.
Kardashian's sex tape.
That
way
one's
back
kinda
I watched
boring,
part
though.
of that one.
Yeah.
I've only watched like parts. I think you had to pay for the full thing.
Because there's so many like little parts that were online and shit that I
Yeah.
feel like I kind of like pieced it all together, but I was just like,
And it was a meme for a while.
oh, it
It
was.
was.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh
I
my
remember that.
God.
I'm glad that's not a thing. And like, I'm glad OF like is like a thing now, and like it's so much more body positivity. Because
Yeah.
imagine your shit like, because even now, if someone like sent a picture of my tits, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like imagine like back then, like you said before, like
Right,
even social
like,
media, like it's just
Exact. And like
everything
your
was
sex tape
leaked.
is on the news.
Yeah.
Like that'd be
Oh my God, that's
crazy.
crazy.
Sexy Red.
What?
You guys
She
didn't
had-
see her sex tape?
What? No.
Are you
I
serious?
swear to God, I don't even know.
I don't
She-
watch them anymore. Like now, I feel bad.
I do feel
Aw.
bad,
but I'm gonna watch it.
but I was a Wendy watcher. So how you doing? That's what I'm like. That's
That's
why we don't hear it
true.
anymore because she's off the channel. I would
For
say
real?
bring back Wendy Williams. I don't know who we need to talk about. Who we need to talk to, but yeah, she accidentally posted like on her or somebody. I think the person she was fucking posted on her story a video of him fucking her. Like literally her tits.
On her story.
Yeah, on her story, he's literally back. You see her like vagine, her
What?
breasts, like everything. His dirty ass nails. The
Ew.
like dirty as fuck. I'm like, no way you're letting him finger you with that.
Oh hell no.
That's all the bitches though. Like bitches over here washing their hands before they put their diva cup in, and their man comes home from construction.
Literally
Stop.
with the dirt and grime,
Dirt in
and
there,
yesterday,
oil.
Yeah, I didn't even
in their
think
pussy.
about that.
pH all fucked up.
Stop.
Now her pussy brown and black, like all fucked up. Yeah, no,
I'm dead as
yeah. But like
fuck.
her shit was like posted, like he accidentally leaked it. Or Nelly, he accidentally posted a picture of his like his getting his dick video of him getting his dick like sucked.
Oh my
shit, I didn't know that.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, so save your crazy stories on Snapchat private.
For real, because being posted on the story is crazy.
It's
That's
crazy, yeah. No, are you like totally like no nudes, no send pics? Like, is that how you are? Or you're like, only on
oh, like
FaceTime
me
me.
sending
Yeah.
it? Oh yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. But I like me like take some of myself. Yeah, I definitely take a lot of.
Yeah.
Like there's times where I'm like maybe I should make an OnlyFans.
Like,
Nah, just kidding.
Oh, you for sure should.
Oh my god, you would get hella people.
Come on, let's move
like-
from that bracket you're at, because I know you can get up there.
No, I've literally like I'll take pictures of myself and stuff like that, but then again, like I don't know, because I have pictures like in like swimwear and shit
Yeah.
like on my Instagram. So I also feel like it's like not, or I have like even I used to go to a lot to like raves, and a lot of my outfits were very revealing. So at the same time, I'm just like, so I feel like it became very like just like whatever to me, because I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
That's
my
what I
butt's
mean.
everywhere.
Like it's not as taboo anymore to like
Yeah.
show your, like even if it's your tits, like
Yeah.
it's really not that taboo.
Mhm.
I remember
It's
back
just like-
then on Snapchat when I would send a nude, I'd like go back and be like, okay, did I send it to the right person? Did I send like I would have to
my
go back and check. I'd look on my
God.
story to make sure, because bitch, I did that shit one time.
Like, accidentally sent it to somebody else?
No, I
Holy
accidentally put it on my story. It was just an ass pic, so it was okay.
Oh,
but I was
right.
like,
And you
Yeah.
deleted it right? No one
I
saw
deleted.
it?
No, yeah, I saw it. Like I went to, because you know how you look at your own shit.
Yeah.
I went to see right away. Thank God, and I just deleted.
Oh
Nobody
my
saw
God,
it.
You're
Oh, shit, you got
lying.
lucky. You
That's
were like-
trauma.
Yes, bro. Sending
For
like
real,
news
huh?
on Snapchat was literally a thrill.
One wrong one. What was I gonna say? One wrong click. and it
No,
was so
really.
close.
Why are those buttons so close to each other?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you still in your raver era, or you think you're out of the raver era?
I am, but like not as much as I was before. I feel like before I would get. I mean, the thing that excites me the most is like the outfits.
Yeah.
But I feel like I kind of got over how crowded they are. Like so
Yeah.
crowded, because I feel like before they were a lot more like empty, because I kind of got into it like in 2017, because my sister was really into it, so she would take me to like smaller raves and the bigger raves, or like I went to EDC in like 2017 and stuff. So, but
that was
now,
my first EDC too.
really,
Yeah.
that was like my first like major one. But I feel like now, oh my, I just became more of like, it's just annoying. Like when you lose your friends and it's so packed and there's no signal, and then it's like you can't even get into like the stage anymore because there's so many people, and it became more of like a. Ugh.
Like trendy.
or just, yeah, I mean, trendy, but also just like, I didn't want to deal with all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, do I really want to go and like not even be at the front of the stage or like see anything? And yeah, it got so packed. And I hate being like in really
crowded.
Like, I get anxious and I'm just like, so I was just like, maybe it's not for me.
Yeah. How do you feel about people saying like, oh, influencers ruined like the festival scene? I feel like, I don't know if this year specifically on Twitter, there was a lot of people who are like, oh, Coachella's not the same since a bunch of influencers. How do you feel like that's a fair assessment, or do you think people are exaggerating?
I feel like the one that I saw it a lot with was with raves. There was a little moment where I did see a lot of like influencers who were going to like festivals, but then I would see the problem where like people would like post them, and a lot of them were just kind of like not even into the music or anything. So then people were like, so I think that's where a lot of them were like, well, why are they there? Like, it's like there's people who like, I mean, it gets so crowded, but people were like, they're not even dancing or they're not doing anything, or like they don't even really enjoy the music, and they're just like, so people are like, what's the point? You know? And I think with Coachella, it became something where like, it was so, because I mean, even for me, it was very like, of course I love seeing the artists that were all there, but it became a very like outfit driven festival where it's like who can come up with like the craziest outfits and who can take the best picture. So I feel like for that one, I think people were just kind of like, ugh, because it became like a very like photo op thing.
I do think I think one, it's not a fair assessment just because these festivals are super popular.
Yeah, it's just like everybody should be able to go and enjoy
EDC's been popping and it's moved out of the Coliseum because it got so big. And I think, let's be real, when you look at the crowd, when it's like turns to the crowd when you're at Coachella and you're watching it at home, the people in the front, those are the VIPs. Those are those a lot of those times they're not even influencers, they're like the celebrities, you know? Or the teams, and they're just more standing still. Like if you put the camera pan to the people more in the back, you're gonna see them turning up, you know? So I feel like we're in the age of social media where you want the best pick, regardless if you have 1 follower, 2 million, anything. So I'm like, I don't think it's just influencers, because I know people on most of my TL, it's not influencers, and they're all fighting for the best outfit, for the best pick. So I feel like it's not a fair assessment. I just think that there have been people who go to raves. I think, like you said, raves, it's a little different because at Coachella, you can find one fucking person you'll like. At a rave, unless you're like, it's and maybe you really don't like the music, or you're really there just to get fucked up, you know?
Or not just to like get fucked up.
A lot of people also go there to get fucked up that are not influencers.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
I've seen
so it's just like, it's literally just, because I did see like a wave of that, people just being like influencers at like festivals and stuff, but I'm also just like, well, I mean, everybody's like allowed to go to these things and have fun, and whatever way that fun might be to them, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't really like that people, I guess, are just painting like, oh, everyone wants to be an influencer. Like, yeah, bitch, because it's fun.
Yeah.
And also, there wouldn't be influencers if all these people weren't watching.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't understand. Like, you're directing this anger towards someone who's really just being a creative and has people following them. And now you're attacking this person when it's like, well, bitch, I didn't get here by myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people like kind of hate like people like doing the whole like influencer thing, but I'm also like, well, if people enjoy it, people are having fun with it, or whatever it may be, I was like, it's literally, there's no, what would you say it,
like
standards, guidelines for you to do it. Like, just do it. If you're having fun with it, like, who cares? And I feel like, I mean, for the people who do it, a lot of them see like really cool opportunities and shit. So like, who doesn't want to get cool opportunities, whether it's like monetary or like a gift, PR or something, a trip, like, and or even meeting like
someone
somebody,
you love,
being in the same room as them. Like, I don't know, there's just so many like opportunities.
Okay, but I have a question, because I'm very upset at this specifically, because I was telling Isis that I feel like like you said, there's so many Latino creators that I think deserve the recognition, but get kind of overshadowed by like just random like white influencers.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely still a thing.
Yeah, because I know I was telling her the Hawk 2 girl. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've been
she's like getting her own
show.
She's gonna get her own show.
What?
And like she's been saying like, oh well, I don't really want to be known as a Hawk 2 girl. Like I have more to offer. But I'm like, bitch, like I just feel like that's what you did, and I don't know. And a lot of people are upset because she's like moving to LA and like doing all these things where, like, to me, I just feel like people here who are actually Latinos like have been working so hard for like white people to just kind of always be taking the spotlight.
Yeah, that's always something that I've always like vented even to like my own peers, is that I feel like like other Latino creators never really get like their flowers or like the recognition for whatever area and like social media that they're in. I was like, I feel like it's always like white people who like overpower. But I also think maybe it's just because like, I don't know, the media is maybe just so used to always like having white people, even like from when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like just white people taking over the media, that I feel like people always just find to support that, what they're used to seeing. And sometimes like there's definitely creators that I watch that I'm like, damn, they should be like a lot like getting more recognition, bigger, doing bigger, crazier things, or getting more things offered. But yeah, I don't understand why they don't get that recognition that they deserve. But I feel like another thing is like as like Latino creators, I feel like we get support from other Latino creators or other Latinos just watching content, but not so much like outside.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So I feel like, and when they're like white people, I feel like they'll get support from like just anywhere. Like, I mean, there's content creators who I've watched who are like white and I'll enjoy it, but maybe it's like a language thing. I don't like, that's another question I've always had. I was like, is it because like, for example, if I speak Spanglish, some people just might find it a little bit harder to like enjoy my content because they don't fully get it, so they're just like, nah.
Or probably like in the same way, like how you said, like you used to go into these spaces with like a lot of white people, like you don't know how to connect with them, and they probably just also don't know how to connect with us.
Yeah. So it's a question that I've always like asked to myself. I'm like, I wonder why, because it just never really made sense to me. But I feel like there's so many little things that can go into it. But at the end of the day, I still feel like there's so many like Latino creators that I wish could get more recognition.
Yeah. But I do feel like the space is growing, and you know, the bigger we all get together, the easier it's gonna be to kind of highlight.
Because I love going to events now, or even just like the Taste Salud event.
I would say, the Salud event was awesome because it's just like Latinos, like everywhere you look. Obviously, it's great to have diversity. But sometimes it's okay to highlight like the minority diversity, right? Like Latinos, we are there, we're supporting a Latino co-owned brand, you know, and like we're getting to see people like you, other people, you're like, oh my God. Or I remember we met those Foods and Medicine, right? Two of those guys, like they're literally trying to be doctors and they're in this space of being content creators. And it's just like, even the word them being like foo, you know, it's just like, oh, it's so it's attainable, you know? And I think that it's great to highlight businesses like Salud who do choose to make a concerted effort to uplift people like us, right?
And then like you get like, even at that event, like I feel like I met you girls at another like Taste.
I met you at the
previous one.
That's
when I had met you too.
And I was just like, you even get to like meet other like Latinos in the space, and then also just like at other events now, I always notice this. I want to know if y'all notice this or you've seen it, but at other events that I'll go to that maybe isn't like a Latino driven like event, you'll always find the Latinos like in a little circle corner or somewhere. But we always come together because I feel like it's our safe space. We're like, oh, like we all know each other here. Like we all understand each other, but like, I don't know, it just maybe feels a little bit safer. Like every time I go to an event, I'm like, where are the Latinas at? And then I see them like in a little ball, and I'm like, that's where I'm gonna go. But I don't know.
I think it's because we're family driven, so we're used to kind of being surrounded by lots of people. Because I just saw, I don't know what podcast it was, but this guy was saying like, oh, the reason that Latinos, you know, they can't really get over that like money bracket of being able to, you know, succeed financially is because they're like stuck with mommy and daddy and like taking care, and like white people are just so much more like, bye, like I'll see you later, like how are you gonna but then he started saying like, how are we gonna set a legacy, like how are you gonna set your kids up? But I'm like, bitch, why are you gonna set your kids up if they're just gonna dip? Like I love that Latinos, you know, we have that of like, let's take care of all. I don't know why the fuck I turned this way.
I
love it, you guys. Like I love that we have that, you know, cariño to want to keep our family together and to be helpful to each other.
No, that's so true, because I feel like like just like you said, like that financial like bracket and stuff, because I feel like in my head I'm not like financially good until my family is. So I feel like even my older sister, like Yoatzi, I feel like we have always, ever since we got the opportunity to take care of our parents, and my younger sister, like we'll try to help her out as well. But it's like what you said, like, I could be greedy and keep all my money and just be like, I'll do shit for myself. I'll do all this, spend money on crazy ass shit like that. But I think the priority has always been like my parents as well. So like, I mean, I'm happy with where I'm at. Like I'm still able to like, you know, enjoy like the money that I make and like take myself on trips or buy myself stuff. But I also know me and my sister are taking care of my parents. And like I could be greedy and like, you know, like save that money and do something crazier and like get out of like that bracket of like, you know, how much money I have. But then at the same time, like, well, if I'm taking care of myself, I'm taking care of my family, then like I'm happy.
Yeah, and if you're seeing your family happy, then that
Yeah.
only adds to your happiness.
Yeah.
What do you
That's
think
crazy.
is
I
like
didn't think
a
about
big misconception about you like online?
Oh, a lot of people think I'm a bitch.
Really?
Which is so crazy because I feel like, but this is where it comes off. So people see me like online and I'm very like crazy, like funny, whatever. People see me as more like energetic. But then people will see me, oh, thank you. And then people will see me in person and it comes off like, I think since people, this is what I've came up in my head. So I think
I'll
because
tell
in
you because
person,
I met you before.
yes, I would. No, I would love to like know how like your girls' POV from when you met me.
Okay, we'll do first impressions.
Yeah,
We'll do
yeah,
first
yeah.
impressions. Okay.
Cause like so I think that's because people see me like super like crazy and like vulgar and like just saying like a bunch of mensadas online, and then people have seen me in person and I come off a little bit more like. And I think people just think that I'm in a bad mood or that I'm gonna be a bitch or that I don't want to talk. And like I try my best to, you know, look somewhat put together. So like if I do my makeup, I'll put my outfit. But then sometimes people will take like confidence as like full of yourself or like just cocky. So I think I'm like, okay, if people are used to seeing me like super crazy and they see me out in person and I'm like a little bit more put together and just like more like calm, they're gonna maybe associate it with me being a bitch. Because I don't hear people being like, I met him and he was a bitch. I hear people sometimes being like, I didn't want to talk to him because he looked like he was a bitch. So then I'm just like, ugh. But I think it's because I get really anxious when I go out in public. So I think that takes over and people see it as like, I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
But I'm just like a really anxious person. Which I feel like a lot of people wouldn't expect from me. So I don't know. That's the little theory that I came up with in my head.
I feel like when I first met you, I just think you just have like a resting bitch face.
I hear that a lot.
I think that's
'Cause I'm
just
like-
it, yeah. Because when I'm gonna give you guys the real tea.
Yes,
what
tell
I
me,
thought
I
when I
wanna
met
know.
Louie. I'm gonna pretend he's not here.
She's
Actually,
like, "That
we're gonna talk
fucking
shit when he
bitch."
leaves.
Actually,
For real?
actually, he's not here right now.
No, at
We
the
just have the
end.
one camera. We just
At the end, it's just y'all talking shit about me. I'm like, we filmed for that long?
3-hour episode.
No.
Okay, I wanna know.
Yeah. Okay. So when I first met you, you were talking to other people, and yeah, I just feel like you just had a serious face. But once you turned and like gave me attention and not gave me attention, but like spoke to me,
Yeah.
I feel like you're real nice, real chill. Like you have a very like calm energy. Like I don't think you're
Yeah.
very like online. Obviously,
Yes.
you turn something on, right? You want to be a little bit more entertaining. But in person, I feel like you're very chill, very calm. Like I
Right?
didn't feel you to be like.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe you're right, and maybe internally I did think like, oh my god, he's gonna be like that, and you were just very like, oh yeah, I'm down, like, you know, but chill, still friendly but chill. But before I spoke to you, your face was like,
Like
so you just have a resting bitch face, you know.
Yeah.
So it was, but I was like, I don't go fuck, I'm gonna still say hi.
Yeah.
And then I'm glad I did because you're welcome, besties.
Yeah.
We're here now.
No, you were so nice and like so cool from the beginning. And I think I definitely enjoy talking to people because I'm not outgoing in the way where I will have the fucking balls to go talk to somebody. So I appreciate it when somebody does it to me because I know how hard it would be for me to go up to somebody.
Yeah.
But for some people, it's just super easy, or some people, they're just like, I just want to say hi.
No, that's literally ISIS. Like,
Yeah.
I'm totally like you. Like, I had seen you at multiple events,
Yeah.
but I was like, no.
Yeah, like a little bit more hesitant.
Yeah.
Just like,
Well, also, like, you're around your people. Because to me, like, I don't know. I don't remember specifically like the first thought I had. Like I didn't think you had a resting bitch face.
Yeah.
To me, it's just more of like you're around your people, and obviously if I'm coming up to you, you were nice. Like you said hi to me. You know, it was like fine, but to me it was just like, well, you're with your friends and you're you know at a party like, and I'm super like I'm extroverted, but like I just know like I'm not gonna go up to anybody. Like don't
You're
even
like, I'm gonna keep to
fucking ask
myself.
me. Yeah, don't ask me because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. But I get really anxious too.
Right.
So I'm like what if they are rude and like
Yes.
I'm gonna start crying.
Like
That's just what I'm
overthinking.
right. Like it's not like you were rude, like you were super friendly, you know.
Really
People who are
sweet.
bitches are like hey.
yeah, like you can pick up the vibe right away.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
neither you or your sister. I mean, your sister Nisadika, like when I met her, she was very like, hey.
She is,
yeah.
huh?
I feel like she's exactly as she is online.
Yeah.
Like I feel like not to say you're not, but I feel like you know you're like I said you're a lot more chill than what I
Yeah.
would have expected. And with her, I feel like she's exactly like how you see her. Like literally
Literally.
super sweet, super kind of like, oh my god, girl.
Yeah.
Like when I talked to her, I feel like I already knew her. To be honest, like that's how she made me feel. She made me feel like, oh my God, girl, yes, da da
Yeah.
da. Like, kick back, chill, come sit down, take a seat, you know, like, very, like, that energy. And I feel like you, again, you're friendly, but very chill.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you're like, estúpida,
Yes.
hide your fucking mess,
Yeah,
da da da,
yeah.
you know?
And I feel like I definitely have, like, obviously when I'm a little bit more, like, comfortable in, like, the area that I'm in,
Yeah.
that's where all that comes out. But I feel like at times where, like, I know there's going to be a lot of people that I don't know. I'm a little bit more reserved. But Yoatzi is definitely very, like, talkative. She loves to talk to people. She's very, like, friendly and, like, she'll go out of her own way and just talk to people. And then my younger sister is the same way. My younger sister, I feel like she's the type of person that likes to conversate, to get to know somebody. Like, really, like, she'll ask you questions because she wants to get to know whoever she's talking to. She's very friendly. And, like, if she sees somebody just, like, by themselves, she'll be the type to be like, let me go talk to them, make them feel a little bit more, like, welcomed. So I feel like I'm kind of, like, in the middle. I'm a little bit more just, like, I'll stay here. And if somebody wants to talk to me, then I'll open up. Because other than that, I think I'm a little bit just, like, I don't know. I think also maybe just, like, me being bullied so much in high school.
Yeah.
I'm always scared of whether people are looking at me for, like, good or bad. So it gets in my head. And I'm just kind of like, if somebody's, like, looking at me for, like, a good reason, they'll probably say hi. And then that's when I know I can open up. But other than that, I'm just like, I'm going to just keep to myself because I don't know if it's good or bad.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna just say hi.
And
like,
I
I feel
love
like these are people that I do enjoy. Like, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't have not said hi to you. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I wouldn't have not to be honest. I would have not even said hi
Yeah.
or like told you anything sweet.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm also gonna be honest. If I just don't
Yes.
like you, I just don't like you. But I
Yeah,
feel like
you're
these
like-
are people that, they're peer. Well, you know, peer. I feel like peers in space. Like, we're in social media, you know, and I'm like, at the end of the day, we're regular people, you know? Like, you're obviously, yes, you're a huge fucking superstar, right? But I feel like you're still a regular person.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, it's good to know that I support this person like him. If you're a fucking bitch,
Yeah.
I'd rather know now
Yes,
so
like,
I
get
can
rid of- that's
just
true.
descartarte, you
Yeah,
know? But
that's
I feel
true.
like, for the most part, I don't think people want to be mean.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
especially because we're meeting in spaces where they're like networking events where you're like, okay, these other people also do the internet shit. And,
Yeah.
you know they're on a certain tip. You know, it's not like I'm coming up to you randomly on the street like, let's
Yeah,
sit down and have a conversation. Because then I'd get it. You'd be like,
I'm like,
all right,
wait.
hi, guys. You know, but this is a different event where it's like, this is to meet other people. I feel like that's
Yeah.
the purpose of the event, right? Like,
Yeah.
meet other people.
Well, yeah. Shout out to Isis, y'all. Thank Isis for all in future guests because she's literally the icebreaker. I don't know how you do it. And I really like, I'll watch you and I'm like, I would have never been able to say that.
Dude, me and you, like,
Yeah.
literally exactly how you're explaining it. I watch people and I admire, like, how they go up to talk to people and do it. And I'm like, I would never be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm like,
'Cause
how
I
the fuck
just
did you
can't.
think of even saying that?
Yeah, and I'm just, or like just even going up, like I overthink it. I'm like, there's definitely times where like I want to, but I'll bite my tongue. And I'm like, no, I'm scared of like if they're gonna be rude. I'm scared of like something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that I'm like trying to work on is just being a little bit, just pushing myself to like do that. Cause
And
I
you're
said,
big. Come on, you gotta think at the same time. Bitches know who the fuck you are.
yeah, but it's just like I always get scared. Like, what if I don't meet what they have, like
the
their expectations of me?
expectation.
So that's another way I talk myself out of it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just shut up and say it right the fuck down.
Yeah.
But I enjoy talking to people. I love when people like have conversations with me. So I think that's why I want to push myself to do it more. Cause I mean, I enjoy it, but I'm like the only one that's kind of making that little barrier.
100%. Because in spaces like this, like I can talk about
Yeah.
anything. It's just approaching.
Yeah, that's
where I'm
the
like,
part.
oh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Me?
And then I come back and you're already talking to someone. I'm like, great.
Yes, me as fuck. Literally me.
I'm
That's
telling
crazy.
you, we have another guest coming on that I'm really super excited that we have, and I'm like, I gotta lock her in.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That's why when I said, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I'm gonna lock Louie in.
I know. She's been
telling you.
manifesting you for a while.
Yeah,
Stop, really?
yeah. When I met you, I'm like, well, I shot my shot immediately. You know what it is too? I'm
Yeah.
not scared to shoot my shot. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just like, whatever. Like if they
Yeah.
tell me no, like if you would have said no, I wouldn't have been hurt about it. You get me? I feel like no, truthfully, because
Yeah.
I feel like I don't feel entitled to your time. You know? So I just feel like if you wanted to do it, obviously we're super grateful that you made the time
Yeah.
to come here. But I'm like, the worst you can tell me is no.
Yeah.
I feel like you had a very like good approach because sometimes I mean obviously there's like alcohol at these events, so sometimes I don't know if people like will ask me to do something but just out of like they're feeling it in the moment. So then but with you, well, like when you like came up to me, introduced yourself, you had a normal conversation with me, we talked, so I kind of like caught your vibe, and then you asked me to like be on it, and then you also asked my sister, and then after that you still hung out with us, and like I feel like if you would have just been like, oh, like be on my podcast, bye. I would have been like, well, did she really want me on there? Or was it just something that just came out like in the moment? And then like I saw you like again at the other event, and then you still hung out with us, and like so it was very comforting. And then I was just like, oh wait, like I think they actually want to like have me on, because if not, they would have just been like, hey Louie, bye. Like, you know? So it made me feel very like, oh wait, okay, this is something that I would feel comfortable in. Because even with things like this, I do like overthink a lot, and I'm just like, oh shit, I was like, what if they don't like me? What if they don't want me on there? Like, it's just like a lot of like crazy things that go in my head. But you girls made me feel very like comfortable to be like, and then I saw how you girls like were with my sister. So then that made me feel even more like, oh wait, then I do think I would feel comfortable and not just be in my head the whole time. So thank you, girls.
No, thank you.
It.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I love when people tell us that. A lot of people haven't, I feel like, been telling us that lately, that we're like comforting, and I'm like, are we?
It's because you girls have like a very, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just like, you girls will have a conversation, but like actually seem like you guys care to have a conversation, if that makes sense. It doesn't seem transactional. That's the word that I'm looking for. It doesn't seem like if you girls were just like, hey, hi, bye, like I don't care. It's like we've like all been in the same space. We like talk, we have a conversation, we hang out, or like the conversations that we were having seemed genuine. So then I was like, oh, okay, like
and we're not here to get you, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's what like we want for us, for the besties, the new besties that are watching, the perras that are watching, you know, like. For us, I think when we have guests, we always like, we just wanted to be like, you're just chilling, you're just hanging out, and an opportunity to just highlight you. Because at the end of the day, we're Latinas, and we want to highlight Latinos that we've looked up to, that we love, that we admire. And obviously, you're one of those persons on the list. So we can check it off. And we always want to make sure that we're highlighting our peers. Because like you said, there's a lot of people, sometimes those spaces are filled with people who don't look like us, which is fine. But you're like, there's so many great people who are like us. We're very similar. How do we uplift them? Like whether they're micro influencers or huge superstars like yourself.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
We really appreciate you taking the time to drive over here and like make space for us.
No, I'm glad that you girls asked me, because I definitely I felt like I was like, oh, wait, I think they actually like want to have me on there. And it wasn't just like a little conversation that we had like in the moment. And I was like, no, I think I would like, especially since I have like my podcast and I love having people on there and like getting to know them a bit more. So I was like, okay, like this is something that I want to do. So like it was also something I had to like push myself and not talk myself out of it, because I feel like I would get a little nervous sometimes, but I'm glad I came.
And I think especially because a lot of podcasts try to get people on to kind of talk about like their drama or like what's going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like with us, we really, really try to, because I mean, that really is what the show is. You know, we really just try to emphasize, you know, we're just here to hang out and have a good time and tell funny stories and entertain. Like if something happened to you and you want to speak on it, like that's totally up to you. And if you want to take it out, we'll take it out. Like we're not like, at least that's how I've always approached it. Like, because I know like when I have like, when we've had other, you know, like influencers, my cousins will be like, ask them about this, tell them about this.
Like the
and I'm like, I'm like, no, like that's none of my fucking business. If they want to talk about it, of course, you know, like I'll be open to it. But that's why we're always like, you know, whatever you don't want to talk about, we're not talking about it. Because
I'm chismosa though. I do like to ask questions. But I'm like, sometimes you gotta clear the air up. You know?
She all has a whole list. She's like, all
all right, now that you said that.
But it's not to tear down, you know, like I've seen like some podcasts where they like bring people on, they're like, oh, well, and then they just kind of drop a bomb on them. And a lot of people like walk out or they'll just get upset.
Oh, I have seen that. Where it's just like a little like, oh, like wasn't expecting that.
Exactly. And I'm like, ew, bitch. Like, so people just go to chill and like podcasts are not like, you know, like news interviews. Like they're here for people to hang out and just have conversations.
Just shoot the shit.
Exactly.
Well, what do we have to look up for Pretty Not Smart? What should we look for on your guys' podcast?
Definitely a lot more guests. So I feel like my sister and I have been like trying to bring more guests, because like literally what I just told you girls, like I'm hard at like, it's hard for me to approach people. So my sister's the one who does a lot of the approaching, and she'll be like, I'll ask them, I'll do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, because it takes like the weight off me for like doing it. But I feel like I was a little bit more like scared to ask people to be on our podcast. So definitely a lot more guests on like Pretty Not Smart. We want to bring just like you girls said, like just people who aren't like maybe highlighted as much as like we think they should be. So we definitely are like trying to do more of that. And we're also just trying to do a lot more like fun events with Pretty Not Smart. Like we did a club hosting, and that was super fun. And
oh my God, you guys need to invite us next time.
Yes. Well, we're actually trying to like plan like even like just a Pretty Not Smart party, like not even just like a hosting. Yeah, and like have some of our viewers be there and like have a bunch of like other content creators or influencers, other people who have podcasts, and just like make it like a big, hopefully really fun event. So definitely a lot of hopefully exciting things with Pretty Not Smart. Yeah.
Awesome.
Can I just say something about y'all's your name, IE and Besties?
Yeah.
Yes.
So obviously I'm pretty not smart. So it took me a long ass time to figure out what IE and Besties like. Cause I know every like name has like its like its thing or something.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I know there's something here that I'm not getting. But also think about it, like it takes me a long time for me to like get shit. Like I feel like I'm kind of dumb where like I'm just like, wait, what?
No, not dumb, just pretty not smart.
Yeah, pretty not smart. So I was like looking at it and I was like, what? I was like, because I was like, okay, it's IE and Besties. And I know it was like a little double entendre because you guys are in the IE.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know IE is for the IE. And then I was like, but what is the in Besties? So I was like staring at it and then I was like, I'm so fucking stupid. Like once I figured out, you have no idea how stupid I felt. But I was like, it's literally like what it says. It's the IE in Besties. And I was like, bitch, I wish y'all would have seen my fucking face of realization. I was like, I'm really stupid.
Hey,
I
at
was
least
like,
you got it, because people will literally be like, what? Like, I don't like your name. What does it mean? Like, blah, blah. And I'm like,
you're like, bitch.
You're like, bitch.
Because it's really like, once I got it, I was like, I can't believe I'm so stupid. Especially because you're reading it and it says IE and Besties.
Yeah.
but if you're not from the IE or like in the, or at least
Yeah.
know about the IE area, you're not going to know.
Yeah, that's true. People
you're
are like,
not.
what's IE?
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
So it's
But-
understandable, because even my brother, my older brother, he's like from the beginning, he would be like, you need to change that name if you want to get big. You need to change it.
No,
You
I
need to
love
change
it. Like,
Yeah, I've
even if
always
people,
liked it.
but even if people don't know, like the IE, like even you girls making it known, like we're in the England Empire, and the moment like people know that, it's just like, oh shit, like it's. I love names that are unique, and you have to like get it.
Yeah.
So once I was like, oh my god, like it wasn't fucking hard, but I'm just fucking dumb. But the moment I got it, I was like, now I love it even 10 times more because it's. I love like when it's like little like double entendre kind of
Yeah.
things, and I was like, that's like perfect.
Play
Like,
on
I
words.
loved it. Yeah. IE
Thank
and
you.
Besties. That's so
Yeah, I
cute.
love it. And I honestly love the IE. So I don't want to change it. I think it's
I think it's literally perfect. I
Yeah,
love it.
wait, you said something controversial. You said you prefer the IE over LA.
I do. I
Why? Let us
love
know why.
the IE, and I don't think I would go towards LA. No, I don't think I wouldn't go towards LA, just because it's so hectic out there for me. And where I was like born and raised, it's like it was like a smaller like city, and I was just so used to like that small city kind of like life where I
Yeah.
can drive my car anywhere. Like the nearest little Target is like right around the fucking street, and like like I can get around really easily, and you have that sense of like neighborhood.
Yes.
And that's what I get here. Like a lot of people will be like, why the fuck all the way over there? But I'm like, well, I still get like that sense of like neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's not super crowded. I can drive my car and I don't have to fucking Uber everywhere.
Right.
I'm like, there's not like hella people all over the streets, and like it's too busy out
Right.
there
Yeah.
for me. And here I was like, I still get that sense of community with like your neighbors and the
Yeah.
stores, and like you see like the same like workers at like the cash register and shit. Like I needed that.
You
I
can be
needed
a
that.
regular at a restaurant.
Yeah, there you go. And like you have your little like not huge chain restaurants. It's like little mom and pop shops, or like little restaurants that are, it's like only one here and it's the only
Yeah.
one. So I think all of that just makes me love being out here. And yeah, I've like thought about like moving out there because like it would just be a lot easier because I do go out there a lot. But then I get there and I'm like, yeah, like no.
You're like,
Yeah.
free.
I'm like, I'm just
All
kidding.
the smog, the pollution, the shit on the sidewalk.
I'm just literally like, no. Oh, and then I have like my dogs, and my dogs have like their yard space
You're like,
out
yeah,
here.
a backyard. Number one.
Yeah, it's a backyard. So I was like, they have that, and I love driving my cars. I'm like, over there, bitch, I probably would never want to drive.
Hell no, with that traffic.
Fuck no.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
So being in the IE is like one of the best things for me. I love it out here.
Hot take, but not hot take.
For real, huh? I add IE into Pretty Not Smart. IE Pretty Not Smart. Y'all are like, wait. For real, huh?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to
Of
come on our
course.
pod. We're so excited to have you. Like I said, we love Yoatzi. Yoatzi was amazing, and you're just as great. So
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for making the time to be with us. They already know who you are, but go ahead and drop it. We'll drop his links, but go ahead and shout you out.
You can find me at Louie Castro on pretty much everything, or just search up The Baddest Perra and I'll come out.
Hey.
Thank you, girls, so much for having me. I had such a great time.
No, thank you. Honestly, I literally love you. And like Isa said, like I felt like when I met your sister, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if he's like that because she's so nice.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you guys really, really are. It's beautiful to see because I love when siblings like first of all match each other's energy and second are just like incredible people. So
Oh, thank you. That
you
means
for
a lot to
coming.
me. I take it to the heart. Gracias.
thank you, besties, for watching. You can find me at Steph's Got Milk on all platforms.
And you can find me all things ISIS 3 L's because I ain't taking another motherfucking loss. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down. Tell everybody the baddest perra has motherfucking arrived.
Yeah.
But not your hombre, unless you want to lose him.
Or maybe him too.
Actually, yeah, let him know. Share the link.
Hey, you said you were bi, so who knows?
Girl.
Bring him out. Bring him out.
Like, matter of fact, both of you have.
Thank you, besties. Bye.
Bye.